A'ja Wilson is not playing an unrivaled, much like Caitlin Clark's not. But there's been a story surfaced by way of Sports Business Journal that is baffling, and it is getting absolutely crushed right now because nobody believes it. The world of women's basketball is buzzing, and it's not just about the games. The drama surrounding Unrivaled, a new 3-on-3 league trying to grab attention, just reached a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever superstar, made headlines for rejecting their historic offer. But just when we thought the story was over, A'ja Wilson swooped in, putting the spotlight on her in the most surprising way possible. You see, A'ja's camp conveniently leaked that her offer from Unrivaled was even bigger than Caitlin's, a jaw-dropping deal. And guess what? She declined too. Coincidence? Not so fast. While Clark gracefully bowed out, A'ja's move reeks of something else entirely. Is it a desperate attempt to shift attention back to herself? Or is there something deeper at play? Today, we're diving into the whirlwind surrounding these two stars and how their contrasting decisions speak volumes about their priorities, the state of the WNBA, and Unrivaled's uphill battle for relevance. And how does Caitlin continue to rise above the chaos? Caitlin Clark has been the undisputed face of women's basketball since her record-breaking college days. So, when Unrivaled, a new 3-on-3 league desperate for star power, set its sights on her, they pulled out all the stops. From aligning with her trusted brand, State Farm, to signing her close friends like Lexi Hull, Alea Boston, and even her college best friend Kate Martin, Unrivaled orchestrated the ultimate recruitment campaign. The cherry on top? A reported $1 million offer, plus equity in the league. It was an offer fit for a queen. Clark's decision shocked some. But for those paying attention, the signs were always there. Caitlin's life post-WNBA rookie season has been anything but quiet. Whether it's her Pro-Am golf appearances, speaking engagements, or her commitment to rest and off-season training, she's been crystal clear about her priorities. "I need a break from basketball," she said in recent interviews, a sentiment many found refreshing in an era of constant hustle culture. "I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year. So, I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast. And then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team and kind of move on and put all that behind me and help this team, get back to the playoffs. So, I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflecting back." Unrivaled losing Caitlin was more than a missed opportunity. It was a massive blow to their credibility. The league had leaned heavily into the so-called Caitlin effect, hoping her presence would draw unprecedented attention and legitimize their venture. If Clark can make golf tournaments go viral, imagine what she could have done for Unrivaled. The league's marketing efforts all but screamed her name, from the constant social media teasers to unsubtle hints during their roster announcement. They simply couldn't hide their desperation. Meanwhile, Caitlin's choice to walk away was both calculated and deeply rooted in her values. She knew her worth and wasn't afraid to put her health and long-term career first. By rejecting the deal, she sent a clear message: not every flashy opportunity is worth taking. This level of self-awareness and poise has only endeared her further to fans, solidifying her reputation as not just a phenomenal athlete, but a smart and grounded individual. Unrivaled, on the other hand, was left scrambling to save face. The grand roster reveal they had built up for months fell embarrassingly flat. With 2 wild-card slots conspicuously empty, it became painfully clear that their recruitment campaign had failed. And just as the league began to feel the weight of Clark's absence, another shockwave hit the basketball world. Hours after the news broke about Caitlin's rejection, A'ja Wilson's camp decided to add fuel to the fire. It wasn't enough for Wilson to quietly decline her offer. Her team leaked that she was offered even more money than Clark. But instead of rising above, A'ja's response raised eyebrows and sparked conversations about privilege, priorities, and what truly drives a player's decisions. Now, we all know Caitlin Clark turned the league down, right? Well, this source close to A'ja Wilson is claiming they offered A'ja Wilson more money than Caitlin Clark to play in this league. While Caitlin Clark's decision to reject Unrivaled was a decisive moment, the aftermath took a surprising turn when A'ja Wilson's involvement made headlines. Just hours after Clark's decision was confirmed, reports emerged that Wilson had also turned down a massive offer, allegedly even larger than Clark's. This revelation seemed calculated to shift the narrative, and fans were quick to notice. Wilson cited the need for rest and off-season focus as her reasons for declining, but the public saw it differently. The timing of the leak, coming just after Clark's decision, raised eyebrows. Many fans questioned whether Wilson's camp was trying to change the conversation. One user on X quipped, "Clark declined and kept it moving. Why does Asia need the world to know she said no? Desperation much." Another remarked, "It's giving main character energy in a story that wasn't about her." Her signature Nike shoe launch, which reportedly delayed other players' releases, was already a sore point among fans who accused her of overshadowing others. Then came her controversial "winning isn't for everyone" ad, which became a punchline after the humiliating playoff loss to the Liberty. Social media didn't hold back. "Winning may not be for everyone," one fan joked, including Asia Wilson herself. For Unrivaled, the loss of Clark and Wilson is a double blow. Both players are not just stars, they're cultural icons. Their absence leaves the league scrambling to prove its viability without its biggest draws. The question now is whether Unrivaled can survive its inaugural season without the two names that could have ensured its success. When Caitlin Clark gracefully turned down Unrivaled's $1 million offer, fans saw her decision as a testament to her focus and priorities. But when Asia Wilson's leaked news of an even larger offer, just a day later, the internet wasted no time in reacting, and not in Asia's favor. One fan summed it up perfectly on X. "The humility gap between these two is massive, and it shows in how fans connect with them." The reactions weren't just about the leak itself. They reflected a broader conversation about privilege in the WNBA. Fans highlighted how Wilson, despite her MVP status, often draws criticism for centering the narrative on herself. "How does she always make it about her?" one user quipped. Unrivaled wasn't spared either. Social media roasted the league for hyping up its roster reveal, only to fail to deliver its two most anticipated stars. Memes comparing Unrivaled's marketing stunts to over-the-top reality TV flooded X and Instagram. One viral post read, "Unrivaled really thought they had Caitlin locked in, and now they're scrambling. This is why you don't build hype on what you don't have." Amid the backlash, Clark emerged unscathed, further solidifying her status as a fan favorite. Fans praised her humility, contrasting it with Asia's more attention-seeking moves. "Caitlin just focuses on basketball and keeps winning fans. Asia keeps chasing the spotlight and losing them," one post observed. The fallout from the leak, rather than boosting Wilson's image, deepened the narrative that her focus is more on brand than team. And while Unrivaled hoped to capitalize on controversy, it seems they underestimated just how much fans value authenticity over spectacle. The fallout from Caitlin Clark and Asia Wilson rejecting Unrivaled's overtures has been seismic, exposing cracks in the league's ambitious plans and raising questions about its long-term viability. Unrivaled, touted as the revolutionary 3-on-3 basketball league, now faces a credibility crisis after failing to land the two players who could have guaranteed a blockbuster debut. Clark's rejection was a calculated decision, but Wilson's leaked offer, allegedly more lucrative than Clark's, has shifted the spotlight to her. Fans and analysts are now questioning whether the leak was orchestrated to shield Unrivaled from criticism or to elevate Asia's profile amidst the drama. Regardless, the narrative surrounding Wilson's offer has exposed deeper issues with the league's strategy. From the outset, Unrivaled banked on marquee names to drive interest, pitching itself as a lucrative alternative for WNBA stars during the offseason. The league's co-founders, Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, promised six-figure salaries, equity stakes, and a condensed schedule designed for the best of the best. But failing to secure Clark, a proven ratings magnet, and Wilson has left the league scrambling to salvage its credibility. Their promotional tactics, including hinting at Clark's involvement and keeping two wild-card spots open, have backfired spectacularly. Fans have branded the league's marketing as misleading, accusing it of exploiting the hype without delivering substance. For Wilson, the fallout isn't just about Unrivaled, it's also about her own brand. The leaked offer has drawn attention to her privileged position within women's basketball, with critics pointing out how her endorsement deals and media presence often overshadow her performance during key moments. Without Clark and Wilson, Unrivaled's launch faces an uphill battle. Now Angel Reese has to prove that people watch women's basketball for her too. Caitlin Clark's decision to gracefully bow out of Unrivaled wasn't just a moment, it was a message. She demonstrated that sometimes walking away is the most powerful move. Her focus on recovery and long-term goals won admiration, further solidifying her role as a leader who inspires both on and off the court. Clark's humility and grounded decision-making continue to set her apart in a league where stardom often comes at the cost of selflessness. In stark contrast, Asia Wilson's leaked offer and its aftermath painted a more divisive picture. While her achievements are undeniable, the fallout from her perceived privilege and the optics of her latest moves have sparked broader discussions about leadership, fame, and authenticity. Fans see a clear divide between the two stars, with Clark emerging as the relatable hero and Asia appearing out of touch. Because the ratings are not going to be good for this thing. I mean, as soon as you count out Caitlin Clark, it's a wrap. I don't know how you can have an Angel Reese on every single team, and it's not going to do any good. I mean, we saw that. For Unrivaled, the rejection of both Clark and Wilson leaves a glaring void. What was meant to be the league's star-studded debut is now overshadowed by questions of credibility and future viability. Without the marquee names they banked on, Unrivaled faces an uphill battle to convince fans and players alike of its legitimacy. The saga isn't just about basketball. It's about narratives, choices, and the values we celebrate. Caitlin Clark's steady rise as a unifying force contrasts sharply with the drama surrounding A'ja Wilson, highlighting two very different paths to influence. As we look to the 2025 season, the question lingers, can Unrivaled recover? And will Wilson find her footing in a shifting landscape? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one. Subscribe the channel. Thank you.